Now this line's a tad long. I'm going to go ahead and break it up into multiple lines. By the way, you can totally put a line break before the dot. It works. Sometimes I like to do that just to make things line up a little nicer. So I'll put my arguments on separate lines here. There you go. So it deletes it from the page, but not from the array. How can we delete it from the array? Who deleted it from the array? Let's see, say it like you mean it. All right. What did you do Kirthana? Pronounce it right? Okay, so you found the index. How'd you do that? Yeah, and of what? Do you have it split up into multiple functions like I do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. If you were doing all this in handle submit and you already had the flick object, you could find index of that. But whole flick object? But how'd you get the flick object in there?
I passed it through my
So, okay. Yeah, okay. So let's see. Render item already has the flick, doesn't it? How about we just pass flick as an argument here? Since it's called remove flick, I kind of feel like flick should be the first argument. We can make item the second argument. How about that? Remove it from the UI. Remove it from the array. So const I equals this dot flicks, that's my array, dot index of the flick. So we found it. So this dot flicks dot splice. First argument to splice is the index to start at. That's I. Second argument is how many things to delete. Just one. Additional arguments would be things to add. We're not adding anything, just removing, right? So let's take a look at that. Refresh. Enter flick. Thor has a nice short title. Chris H. Let's do cap. Chris E. Let's do Jurassic World. Chris P. R. ATT. Pine starts with P2. Let's delete cap. Let's check it out. App.flicks. There you go, just Thor and JW. Now let's test this out. Let's add another one and delete another one just to make sure things don't get out of whack. Star Trek Into Darkness. Now let's delete JW. Deleted app.flicks. Still has the right ones. We did it. Yeah. Yep. All right. So what do we do here? To delete it from the array, all we did was pass the flick in as an argument. Use index of to find it in there, and then call splice. Didn't take a whole lot. It's the thinking that's the hard part, right? It's actually not much code. It's just figuring out that that's the code you need to write. That's where the trick lies, right? Remove flicks from the array. Questions?